you just said basically Barcelona is really good for technology startups.
Yeah.
And one of my main questions is, what do you think about the fact, at least of my knowledge right now, that Barcelona is going to be one of the first 5G cities in Europe?
I'm well aware of that initiative.
And, or I don't know, one of the first or even the first, I'm not sure. What do you think will change through 5G, and especially what will be the kind of startup change? What do you see? I mean, obviously, when something like this comes, which is new to the market, huge opportunities open up.
Yes.
And what do you see in the future for 5G startups?
Oh man, 5G. I have a strong opinion on 5G, and unfortunately, it's not very popular. Right.
Okay.
Right. What do I mean with that?
Okay.
I believe, as an engineer, that nobody knows still what 5G is going to be for.
Yeah.
We don't need 5G right now. That's reality. We don't need 5G. We don't need 5G. I think that's a strong statement. Right. Okay, so I know the whole technology community is going to go against it. But, so who's pushing 5G? It's the ones that sell the phones, the ones in the technology. They want you to use 5G, but there are no realistic scenarios where you need 5G.
Okay.
So
Yet.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe, yeah. I could agree on two.
Not even for autonomous driving, or I mean IoT for home use. I agree that we probably don't need it yet, but for autonomous driving,
Okay. We could discuss. I don't think so.
Also not.
I don't think so. With
Okay.
4G, we're well served. With 4G, we can do a lot. What's the difference between 125 milliseconds and 3 milliseconds?
In autonomous driving, maybe a life. If the car has to decide in that millisecond.
Probably we are slower as individuals to and what. Honestly, I'm very controversial on this. I don't think we need 5G.
Okay.
Maybe gaming, maybe the only one. Gaming, it does make a difference. The ping, the latency, that makes a difference, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you put me in the, obviously I would prefer to have 5G for autonomous cars, maybe for distance doctor operations.
Yeah.
Maybe, not sure it would make a difference, honestly, again, but there might be some cases, right, where there might be. So maybe call me old school, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's more of a hype than reality.
All right.
Interesting.
So going back to your point, are there opportunities for startup on 5G? I don't think so.
You don't think so? That's super interesting. I mean, I was in China the last holidays, and what I noticed, which was for me like I don't know, a little bit weird coming from Europe, and I never before were in like these Asian countries. The only country I was in was Korea, but at that time it wasn't so developed as China is now.
Yeah.
And I came there, and I was so surprised how many things work through face recognition.
Okay.
And they control, I mean, it's obviously the regime of China. They control so much just through cameras. And when I think about 5G, I think mainly about cameras.
Okay.
Because, I mean, these small data, you know, like, I don't know, sending a file is nothing, right? But when you have a camera which records in relatively high quality, let's say, that's a lot more latency that it takes.
Again, that's intensive use, but there's nothing that could be done today with 4G. It's nothing. All that we're saying here,
I agree.
it could be done with 4G.
Yes.
So that's my hope. So if you want to create a startup with 5G, I would say you're gonna have a hard time finding investors and finding clients for your 5G thing. But again, maybe I'm not popular in this.
I don't know, like, I'm not an engineer. Obviously, you talk from a lot more technical knowledge, but like, I listen to a lot of things talking about 5G.
I should be saying yes, go for 5G.
No, that's not at all.
No, we
That's
want
not
the
at all
honest
what I-
opinion.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hear what I want to hear, right? I love to be proven wrong, but what I don't understand is the difference between in the speed, right? You said it's absolutely minimal.
No, well, there's a jump in speed, that's for sure. There's a jump in bandwidth,
Yes.
jump in speed, okay? But what is the difference of? We're currently able to send video through this, right? Already, and face to face, right? Maybe 4K. Okay, you need video 4K. Yes, we need video 4K. I'm not sure, right? Maybe for some applications again, but 4K, yeah.
So, to sum all this up, we can say that you think this is a human-made thing for some people to make a lot of money out of it.
My honest opinion is that 5G is hype created by industry manufacturers that want to push. And for instance, equipment manufacturers, network equipment manufacturers for sure, but then telecommunications company and mobile, because why? Why? Because they want you to buy your next phone. We're having a downfall in terms of renovation of your cell phone, right? They need a new hype for you to buy a new phone.
Makes sense.
Otherwise, what, you're going to do the same thing? And you compare one phone with the other, and your experience is the same.
Yeah, makes total sense. Yeah, I just had the experience because I'm wearing the first Apple Watch, and a friend of mine has the latest Apple Watch. You put them next to each other, and there's no difference. His battery holds 2 days. Mine, I have to charge it every day, but it's 6-7 years in between. So yeah, it's kind of a joke.
But that is what I think on that topic. Right?
It's fun because I always think of like advancement in technology as a natural thing, right? Like when you see in the past years, it's always going forward. And obviously, I think it's absolutely right that it's a trend, right?
Yep.
Like anything that is created in these spaces is through the media is sold to the people, right?
Absolutely.
And but I don't know. I think it's not a bad thing at all.
It's not a bad thing, obviously. More, better bandwidth, better latency, better speed. Yeah, all that contributes, right? All that brings you new opportunities to do something better and improve, right? But today I'm not seeing it. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I've been to the Mobile World Congress all the time since the first edition, like 50 years ago. I don't know, many. And this year's top announcement were the folding Samsung, right? The folding that's just gone like this. The minute it came, it's gone. So what things and on 5G, right? And 5G, and again, so the industry needs something to push.
Yes,
of course.
And to create.
Yeah, makes sense.